Sometimes just living in the real world can make you angry, agitated, or on edge, and we need to come find a game that makes us feel calm and better. And hopefully that's where this texture pack comes in, because the texture pack we're reviewing in today's video is Tranquility Calm Textures by Pathway Studios. It currently costs 830 mine tokens, which is equivalent to £3.99 in my local currency, and it says add a sense of tranquility to your world and take a moment to breathe in and out with this texture pack, featuring calm and soothing colors in blocks, NPCs and foliage across the map. You may never pick up a sword again once you take a moment to relax. Available in 16x textures, blocks are uniquely styled, mobs seem more zen. By KK Games and Pathway Studios. Let's get this texture pack reviewed. Okay, so here we go. We're starting the review in the menus, and immediately no change. We don't seem to have any change on the buttons, no change on the splash screen, no change on the title card itself either. As we pop in here too, there doesn't seem to be anything going on here. Let me just quickly double check that I've actually activated it, you know, give it a fair shake. Global resources, tranquility, yes, it is there. I'm not 100% sure what to expect here. I do kind of have a feeling it's going to be straddling the line of boring and zen. Very difficult. That is such a difficult divide to have, because it's going to want to be calm. It's going to want to be soft, polished, smooth, you know, very calm. It's almost going to be like an 8x8 bit texture in how minimalistic it is, in my opinion. And that can feel very boring. So it's going to be interesting to see how this texture pack is going to make that work. We've loaded into the world, and immediately I'm seeing pastel colors. You've got pastel greens over there. You've got the darker greens down here. It feels like a pastel yellow on the sand. Okay, looking up at the sky. Not too much to be writing home about. It definitely does feel soft and easy on the eye. But you know, we're going to have to get down there and we're going to have to see everything a little bit closer. So make sure you hit the like if you enjoyed this texture pack review. If you don't enjoy the texture pack, please hit the like if you enjoy the review. I'd appreciate it. Comment down below and subscribe if you're new around here. Let's go and check out the passive mobs. Okay, so we're going to drop down next to this shipwreck just to have a little look at the blocks and stuff. See what I'm saying by pastel? We've got turtle here, completely pastel colored. Very polished and smooth. It's meant to be very easy on the eye. And I'm seeing that with the logs here in the boat. It's so smooth and devoid of detail. This is going to be a definite minimalistic texture pack here. There's so many people that aren't going to like this. There are a small amount of people, I think, that like these types of texture packs. So this is a good thing. I'm looking at it. We've got the leaves here, just squares representing the leaves with some transparency in here. Yeah, look at that. It's very minimalistic here. Okay, I do struggle with reviewing these kind of texture packs because I do find it difficult to see what's going on. We've got a lily of the valley here. Right, there we go. Very nice. Best flower in the game. You can fight me for it. Do we have any mobs around? The grass looking very minimal as well. Yeah, I mean, it's nice though. It's definitely easy on the eye. It's definitely easy to look at. Just nothing to really write home about here. We've got some pigs. Okay, you got the 3D nose going on. A very smooth texture, very vibrant in color. Not so much of a pastel pink. It doesn't feel like a pastel pink to me. It feels quite vibrant in terms of this pink. But there's no detail really. Like, you've got the border around him, but no real detail going on there. We've got a chicken over here as well. All right, a little bit more detail on the chicken feathers. Interesting, but the face is just it's so smoothed over, devoid of detail on the face, but then the back definitely has. We don't have the scary crow feet either. Okay, yeah, this is just, I mean, it's soothing, it's calming, which is definitely what it says it's gonna be. It's just whether or not you're into that kind of thing, really. Do we have a cow and a sheep? So we've had some sheep spawn in here. We've got some white sheep. Okay, so for the detail on the sheep, we're not so much looking at brush strokes. We're looking at kind of square shades to go in to just give that effect. So smooth though. Look at that. It just feels fabricated. Do you know what I mean? It's so smooth and polished that it feels fake. That's what that feels to me. Obviously, if you're into this kind of thing, get down in the descriptions. You guys, if you are into these types of texture packs, get down into the comments, not the description. I don't know why I keep saying that. Get down into the comments, because your opinions are going to probably counteract mine here. All right, so the birch leaves look a bit more leafy than the oak leaves, which are just square. That's interesting. Okay, do we have a cow around? Okay, so we've had to travel a little bit further out to try and find a cow. There's a couple. There's one over here. There was two, so we lost one. But I just want to shout out the world generation. The seed is in the description as always. Very nice little area around here. In terms of the cow, we don't have two-tone colors. They've completely minimized the noise that goes on with a cow texture. You can see a bit more shading here, almost where, like, if they just turned a few of these squares into like some white patchwork, then it would be a bit more, you know, something. But no, this is fully stripped back. It's going to be the theme of this texture pack. Everything, I think, is going to be very stripped back. Not too much to shout out about. Definitely not a texture pack that I'm going to be using, but we're going to move on, and I'm going to try and get into that headspace of somebody who would appreciate a minimalized texture pack. I definitely said that word wrong. Let's go and find a village, and let's see what villages look like. Okay, so we seem to have a weirdly generated village here, almost part of a spruce forest, maybe, is what I want to say. Let's get down here and have a look at the spruce forest. Okay, I do prefer, so the birch and the spruce leaves so much better than the oak leaves here. Look at this. Okay, so it's just a whole load of smoothed out colors going on here with the pumpkins and the carrots, and also the kind of composter and the trapdoors. Is so smooth. Oh wow. Okay, we got the iron golem here too. All right, I don't quite know what the green is supposed to symbolize, but a bit more detail and shading. All right, this is a little bit noisy than I expected it to be. Very smooth though. Okay, the coloring is good though. I really do enjoy the coloring on this. It's very well put together, and it's definitely keeping to that tone that it's going for. We've got some villagers over here as well. Now, I might be mistaken, but I thought I saw diversity down here. I could be wrong. Can we have a little look at your face? Okay, nothing really there. No prominent noses. No 3D nose. No 3D face. That is interesting. So the pigs have 3D, but the villagers don't. Okay. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, we definitely do have diversity here. I like that. That's cool. I like that. Yeah, anything that makes the game more accessible to people. You guys know I love that straight away. So minimalistic here though. Let me know. Obviously my voice is probably not helping in terms of making anything sound or feel calm, but let me know. Maybe mute this for the next like 20 seconds and let me know if you think this texture pack is calming. I think it's very minimalistic, and yeah, it's not really my cup of tea. And we're talking, I think it was like 830 mine tokens here as well. It's quite expensive for a stripped back texture pack. I feel like certain texture packs have a certain price level that they have to stick at. The blocks, very smooth and polished, very nicely done. You're not going to get massive amounts of detail in these blocks, which could make building a lot more difficult as well, because obviously you have to struggle to make certain blocks. That's cobblestone. Okay, you'll have to struggle to make certain blocks just not look so flat. But hey, if you're a texturer, you know, like in building and stuff, if you're a texturer, this could be a good challenge. I'm not 100% sure how I feel about this, to be honest with you. I said at the beginning, it's going to straddle boring and zen, and it's going to have to find a balance. I don't know which side it's currently sitting on for me. Let's turn it to nighttime and let's have a look at the hostile mobs. Okay, so it's nighttime now. We're just gonna have a little look around for some of these hostile mobs. And you know what? The best texture packs can become terrible with some poor mobs. The worst texture packs can become average or good with some good mobs. So, you know, this could carry a lot of weight. We got some zombies going on down here. We got some creepers and spiders as well. Okay, like I said, as usual, just very minimalistic. Not such a massive mouth, but you definitely get the character of a zombie. This could be really good, because this is how this kind of art style really works. When you're dealing with minimalistic art style, it's all about capturing the character in as small amount of detail as possible. And this definitely captures a zombie, in my opinion. Definitely does the job that you're expecting it to do. Spiders, not really much of a change from the base spider. There is more of a change in that zombie to the vanilla zombie than there is in this spider to the vanilla spider. Very sorry, didn't mean to punch you there. Do we have a skeleton? I know there's a creeper over here, a very pastel green creeper, as I try to ignore the enderman when we get to the end. It's pastely. I'm not sure what I'm feeling with the kind of the white or the grey or the mint or whatever that color is there as well. Okay, he looks kind of like a glazed donut. Very weird. All right, cool. Like, I mean, like you know, like a Krispy Kreme glazed donut kind of thing. You know what I mean. I hope you know what I mean. Other donuts do exist. That's not an ad. Very minimalistic as usual. You can tell it's a creeper though. Very loyal to what the base Minecraft creeper looks like. I feel like the biggest drastic change has been with the zombie. Do we have a skeleton around? Okay, we got a skeleton down here. Luckily, I can ignore the one with a helmet. Can you guys split? Thank you. Okay, so we got a nice little bow. We don't really look at the bows in the armory, so that is cool. He almost looks like he's got a beard with the shading there. That's a very weird choice. Good kind of transparency here too. Very smooth and very polished. I mean, you know what you're getting here straight away. Very smooth, very polished textures. Not deviating too much from the base Minecraft default textures either. So it kind of just depends on whether or not that's your cup of tea. It might not be, to be honest with you. Let's head out to the ocean. Let's find an ocean monument and let's see what the underwater mobs look like. Okay, so we're drinking some night vision potion. Let's have a little look at what this ocean monument looks like above water. Nothing too mad going on here. Prismarine looking a bit darker from up here, but I suppose we won't know till we get deep down there. So let's dive in and have a little look. See, look. So we've got... Okay, we've got an animated sea lantern. Interesting. Interesting. Seeing more and more texture packs doing that recently. Oh, I don't like Prismarine. I don't like Prismarine. Looking a lot more clay than usual. There's no animation in terms of the colors changing. At least it doesn't feel like it. Oh, I don't like that at all. Prismarine bricks, on the other hand, it's a nice soft texture for Prismarine bricks. I do like that texture, but base Prismarine, that looks ugly. It's an ugly color choice. It's an ugly design. In my opinion, I do not like that at all. We've got some drowned over here. These guys both got tridents. These guys are ready for war. Okay. All right, so looking like, I mean, I was gonna say looking like a zombie, but not really, to be honest with you. They do kind of have their own little design, covered in like moss and seaweed and all other dodginess from the water. Interesting. Not too much detail though. We've got some guardians over here. Oh wow. All right, so we've got a pastel guardian, and that's a lot more detail than I was expecting to see there, in all honesty. This kind of crisscross pattern. Definitely a lot more detail than I was expecting. We've got a guardian hidden in here as well. An elder guardian in here. Let's see what we've got going on here. More grayscale than anything with the purple. Okay. I think they've kept the normal vanilla color scheme. That eye is a little bit disgusting. Very noisy. Very noisy here. A lot noisier than I expected it. I do like these though. Maybe not as an overall of the pack, but I do kind of like them in terms of like a smoother, minimalistic style. It's not terrible. I just want to have a quick look at what dark Prismarine looks like. All right, a bit more loyal to vanilla Minecraft there as well. It's just a heavy mixed bag, isn't it? I don't know. Like, there isn't too much that I would say I really like. There's nothing I don't like. But yeah, like I said, I struggle with these minimalistic texture packs. Let's head over to the armory and let's see what the weapons and the armors look like. Alright, so we're at the armory now, and I was thinking as I was loading into this, a lot of people do ask me, can I recommend texture packs that feel close to vanilla but change little bits? This would definitely tick those kind of audiences, I think. But yeah, I mean, it just feels very kind of bland in my opinion. The pictures, the paintings, they look quite nice. Doesn't feel terrible though, but I suppose I am a user that prefers a lot more noise and a lot more drastic changes. We've got the leather armor here. I've seen this leather armor in other texture packs. I don't understand why texture pack creators insist on having kneecaps, but I suppose it's just a way to add different details. A red and a yellow to show the different color effects as well. Very polished, very clean. Good little touch here with the wooden tools matching the wooden armor stand. That's always a good touch to see. Very kind of big weaponry here. That looks like a rather fancy wooden sword. I hope that there's evolution going through here, but I don't know if there is. Stone looks like just a recoloring, but the same textures. Not a big fan of that. The chainmail though, I can live with this. Weird color choice, but the transparency is good. Like I said, the minimalistic, polished, easy to look at nature is good. The color's not the worst. That looks like an identical sword. So the iron sword looks exactly like a stone sword, in my opinion. Maybe the very slightly brighter color. Iron, just feeling very, it feels a bit meh, doesn't it? Like, it's there, you know, it's just, it's smooth, it's clean. These are all positives. It's the same weapon sets all the way out though. No changes to the design, just changes to the color. So here you got like the green and the gold. The gold feels very, it feels oversaturated, maybe I think is the word. I know what I mean. Like, it feels just like a block of color. Look at this, like this just feels like somebody just went plonk. There's some gold for you. It's very, very weird. I like the handles though. The handles are very nice here. It's just a shame that they don't change through each of the sets. A diamond color. I like the color, but it does again feel very saturated. Oh man, there's a very, very small line between no detail to make it easy to look at and no detail because it's bleh. I hope that makes sense. I hope you guys know what I mean. And then you've got the netherite. Oh, so the netherite sword goes back to being boring with a boring handle. And it's basically the same color, maybe the slightest shading. Interesting. And this is just a copy and paste from the iron armor and then given a darker color. There isn't a favorite here. I'm sorry. It maybe the chainmail, but there isn't really a favorite. Let me know if you have a favorite. I really don't like that the weapons don't change through each of the steps except for the color. I like it when they take the time. Again, it's the more middle price, right? The more middle price, 830 mine tokens. I want to see some changes. I do. And the same weapon set, just different colors. Not enough for me. Maybe I'm asking too much. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let's head over and see the gold armor with a diamond armor trim. Okay, so we're here and these gold armors just really looking like melted butter, to be honest with you. And the diamond armor trim, grayer than you would expect. Grayer than you would expect. And it just looks like the vanilla trims plumped on top. Why does nobody change these? You can change them. I've seen them changed in texture packs before I started highlighting this. You do see changes, just not here. Not here. Boring in my opinion. The armory section has been boring in my opinion. Let's head over to the red zone and let's see what redstone looks like. Okay, so we're in the red zone now. I like the redstone block. It's very easy for me to like a redstone block. Change it a little bit and it looks nice. And that's what they've kind of done here. Not sure what they're going for with the diamondy things in the middle or the shape in the middle, but I like it. It's cool. Quartz looks okay as well. A little bit ori, but it looks okay. I do like the solid red redstone line. That's always a good design choice in my opinion. Repeaters. Not really much going on there, to be honest, just smooth. Same for the pistons and the hoppers and the comparators. It's smooth. You're getting a well-made texture pack. Definitely have to say that it's well-made. It's like very solidly smooth, polished, clean. But then just that lack of detail just kind of leaves you wanting a bit more. Maybe because I'm reviewing it, I don't feel calm. Nice TNT block there. In fact, is that how TNT looks like? I want to just have a quick look. I don't normally do this, but is that how TNT actually looks? Where is it? Somewhere in here. You guys get to see me struggle with the menus. In fact, let me go here like this. TNT, where are you, please? There it is. Oh, that is how TNT looks. Interesting. I like, that's a nice block. That is a nice block of TNT in my opinion. I would be very scared of putting this block down, but it looks kind of like a workbench. Very interesting. Observers, dispensers and droppers, they're fine. Target block, night vision, night light, daylight sensor. Forgot the name of it then. Not bad at all. Very smooth. Yeah, I mean, it's a well-made block. I mean, we can have a quick look at how the world generation would look. Not really too much going on there. Bit of a boring geode up there. Smooth and polished. Smooth and polished. What more can you say? Let's head back to the main world. Let's go to the Nether and let's see how that looks. Okay, so into the Nether we go, and again it seems to be a very smooth netherrack based on this loading screen. Be interesting to see how it looks. I've loaded up the information page on Bedrock Explorer, and apparently this has got a 5-star rating from 2 reviews, so that's interesting to see. What we got going on here, this is soul soil, so this must be soul sand. You've got the faces in there. I can work with that. It looks kind of like a creeper face. I can work with that though. There are certain like little bits that you have to hit when building texture packs. Soul sand should have faces in. Can't think of any more. Magma blocks should look like magma cubes. Those kind of details I think are very important. We are in the most boring area of the Nether though. We've got this soul sand valley. I think it's so boring to look at. We've got a ghast here. I feel like I've seen that in another texture pack. I could be wrong. It doesn't feel unique. It doesn't feel like it's changed much. Not sure. He's got shape up with the hairline. Interesting. I want to have a look what this was. Basalt. Okay. Basalt kind of looking like a tree trunk. Like here. Like this definitely looks like the inside of a log. Which is interesting. You got blue flame. Pastel-y blue. Okay. Are we able to see anything else? Like the ambience doesn't feel too heavy. The red doesn't feel too heavy. We've got the zombie pigman over here. Very nicely coloured. Very nicely coloured in my opinion. We've got glowstone over here as well. That looks nice. I do like that. That's quite bright, quite orange. Very nice. What we got going over here? We got piglins. Again, very smooth. They make the iron armor look good though. I suppose it's not iron armor, is it really? It's their outfit. Yeah, scrap that. That's wrong. Let's find a fortress and let's see what the rest of the mobs look like. There isn't much going on here, to be honest. Okay, so we're at a fortress now, and I mean, going from red to blue, the pastel-y blue into kind of the pastel-y, it's actually not really pastel-y red, actually it's darker red really. Feels kind of nice. Definitely not terrible. The fortress, this kind of, you know, this detailing here for the bricks, the further back you get, the harder it is to see it. Like if you're looking over there, it's harder to see the lines. So it just feels like it's been smoothed over. We've got the blaze here. I like the color design. I like the smoke coming off them. I like the face. You can see the eyes. Yeah, that works for me. That's not too bad. Just coming on over to here. Do we have a wither skeleton anywhere? Hopefully you guys can see the ambience as we're flying through. It's not bad at all. Like, I'm definitely not saying it's a bad pack. It's just not amazing, really. Struggling with a wither skeleton here. Oh, I've just realized. So I've been looking for ages for a wither skeleton. You know why I can't find a wither skeleton? Because a wither skeleton is just a skeleton. I was expecting it to be shaded dark. It looks exactly like a normal skeleton. Except it's holding a sword. I've gone all the way around here looking for these guys. I don't like it. No. There are, like I said before, there are certain things you don't change. Like, unless you're changing everything, if you're trying to keep to vanilla, there are certain things you don't change. The wither skeleton needs to be a darker variant of a skeleton. This is just lazy. This is boring in my opinion. This is copy and paste, and I feel like it has to be called out. Let's get the wither here. But if I'm paying 800 and something mine tokens, and you're just going to come here and give me the skeleton twice as 2 different mobs, I don't like it. Don't like it at all. Let's give the wither his space to power up. Are we expecting anything here? There we go. I mean, it feels like a smooth, polished wither, but there is nothing to talk about there. Nothing, in my opinion. That is a shame. All right, we're not going to hang around here then. Let's head over to the end and let's see what the Ender Dragon looks like. But I'll be honest with you, I'm not holding my breath. Okay, so into the end we go. We've got the obsidian. The obsidian looks nice. I never mentioned it when we did the portal, but the obsidian does look quite nice. The void feels okay as well. The Enderman, sorry. They've got the kind of zombie teeth going on here. Not 100% sure why. Makes them look a little bit goofy, you know. But maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's what they were going for. Let's head over to here. The purple of the obsidian feels rather strong in a good way. The endstone feels pastel-y. The Ender Dragon feels quite pale. She's not pure black. She's more kind of grayish. She's getting lit up as she goes in. She's not coming down. Why does she not want to perch? Could you perch, please? So we could just see you up close. Where are you going? Perch. She doesn't want to perch. I'll be honest with you. The wings look nice from here. Nice little design on the wings. The colors. I don't understand why you've gone for that color. There's very minimalistic purple. She's almost olive. I don't like the colors. I like the wings. I do like the wings. I don't like the colors. Let's go and find an end city. Okay, so flying through the void. It was all right to fly through, to be honest with you. It wasn't hard to look at. It didn't make my eyes bug out or anything. So that is always worth calling out. And then we've got kind of, so immediately, I always forget what these are called. Can we just please, chorus flowers. Chorus flowers, chorus fruit is a pastel-y purple. Works very nice. Works very, very nice. Works with the pastel end stone. The end city, the purple doesn't feel too pastel-y. Feels very saturated, very vibrant, very clean and very polished. That's been the kind of trend of this entire texture pack. And that's not a bad thing at all. It's definitely been put together well in that regard. We've got some... why am I now forgetting what these are called? Shulkers. My brain is not working today. I do apologize. These, again, a weird color choice. Not sure why these are more like light green than anything. I don't like the color choice. Very smooth and polished texture itself, though. I'm trying to have a little look at the shulker inside. No real change going on there. The end rod, a little bit beige. I mean, it's nice though. Like, end rods are usually primarily pure white. I do like the kind of off-white slash kind of beige, whatever color this is really. It's not too bad. It doesn't break anything there. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not really feeling this texture pack at all. We have one more section to go. Let's head over to the Warden and the Ancient City. Okay, so we're into the Ancient City now. We've got blue minimalistic skulk. Interesting. I like the animation on here as well. This like pulsing animation is very, very nice. We've got over here the animation of the kind of yin and yang circle going on, quite nice. Very smooth and polished. I mean, they've got detail going in here with the what block is this? The chiseled deep slate adds much needed detail, as does this kind of the deep slate tiles as well. That detail is very much needed to look at this stuff. Otherwise, it just gets so polished and smoothed over that it just becomes a bit nondescript, like a little bit boring. The blue feels nice. I mean, it's definitely a lot more positive than negative. Got some lanterns here as well. Not bad at all. Let's get the Warden in here. Okay, here we go. So the Warden is spawning. Very smooth. Different colors. Interesting. Interesting. You've got the skull on his face. It's not pulsing though. I feel like an important part of a Warden is the pulsing heart. They could just add some pulsating color to that. Would look very nice. It's very smooth and polished, very clean. It's kind of a metaphor for the whole texture pack, to be honest. Missing a bit of potential, but very well designed and very well implemented in terms of coloring and style. But that seems to be, like I said, what this texture pack is all about, to be honest with you. What's going to be my score out of 10? Well, I'm sure you don't need me to tell you this isn't a texture pack that I enjoy. I won't be using this texture pack going forward. It's not like ticking all of the boxes for me. I feel like I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. And that feels like it could be a little bit harsh, but I'm going to stand by it. And I'm going to need you guys to go into the comments and tell me if I'm right or I'm wrong. If you feel like I'm wrong, let me know down in the comments as well. It's very important. But normally I say 6 out of 10 is average, right? Or at least I feel like I do. I feel like what KK Games have done, and I don't want to call you out, KK Games. This isn't me saying back. Like, I'm giving you giving you your flowers by saying your name and shouting you out into stuff. But I feel like what you've done is you've created a minimalistic texture pack, and then you've tried to sell it as Zen to make it stand out from other minimalistic texture packs. And I feel like you can get this kind of a texture pack on the marketplace for the same price or less, 5, 10, 20 times over, to be honest with you. There's a few things that are boring and lazy, like the weapon sets. It's the same weapon design, you've just changed the different colors. Like, you couldn't add a little bit of detail into the different step ups between like stone, iron, diamond, netherite, gold. Just change them up a little bit. But no, it's the exact same style, the exact same design, just different colors. That's boring to me. The skeleton and the wither skeleton, boring to me. I'm sorry. Like, just if it feels copy and paste, it feels boring. And I feel like you can get other styles of this texture pack, or other versions of this texture pack, that do things a little bit different and do it probably a little bit better. But the things that you do well, you do really well. You've designed the blocks really well. They're very smooth. That's what that's what a minimalistic texture pack is. So in that regards, they're very well made. Maybe a 6 is more fair than a 5. Maybe it straddles the line. I don't know. Just the same way it's trying to straddle the line between minimalistic and boring. I don't know. Get down in the comments. Let me know what you think of this texture pack. Please do leave a like if you've enjoyed this texture pack review. And if you're new to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peace.